Hey, yo.
So a couple of days ago, we all woke up to the news that Netflix bought HBO Max and Warner Brothers for $82.7 billion. Well, some places are reporting 73 billion, but I digress. And just as this news hit the internet, everybody took to social media talking about how this is going to kill Hollywood, or more specifically, how this is going to bring forth the downfall of the movie theater experience. And I gotta say, while I understand where these thoughts are coming from, this is more than just hyperbole. This is the hyperbolic time chamber of reaction. So allow me to function as a little bit of a voice of reason. First of all, you mean to tell me that a studio that is planning to release one of their most popular IP's series finale in theaters is somehow going to kill the movie theaters because they bought Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers isn't the only studio that makes movies. As if a lot of these studios don't make these movies with the technology that sort of begs you to go watch it in movie theaters to experience it fully. Listen, I'm hearing all of the arguments. Theatrical release windows becoming smaller and smaller, Netflix wanting to prioritize convenience and being more consumer friendly. And while these are good points that serve the theory that theatrical experiences might die out because of this purchase, I don't see that happening simply because people still love going to the movies to watch movies, and Hollywood knows this. It's the same reason why, despite the fact that we live in the digital age where we stream our music at will, radio still exists, as well as physical media stores that still sell CDs. You can listen to audiobooks or read them electronically, but you can still buy books at a bookstore. You can download and play games digitally, but Best Buy and GameStop and Walmart still sell physical copies of games. The point I'm trying to make is that no matter how much time changes, there's an experience attached to these traditional forms of consumption that can never be taken away. And going to the movies is one of those traditional experiences that people still choose to keep alive despite the changing of the times. We're 5 years removed from a global pandemic that shifted the way we do everything. And while yes, movie theaters did suffer during this time, they didn't die the way that a lot of people thought that they would. People are really on here comparing the movie theater business to Blockbuster, saying that the movie theater is going to die out the same way that Blockbuster did, forgetting the fact that Blockbuster didn't die because the times changed. They died out because they couldn't adapt, among other things. And if anything, movie theaters are not going to die out simply because Netflix bought Warner Brothers and now big blockbuster movies are going to only be available on streaming. It'll die out because of the ever-growing problem of inflation. Nobody wants to pay $25 for a small bag of popcorn. I mean, there are ways around that if you know how to sneak snacks in properly, but... Which leads me to my final point. Everybody talking about how Netflix is going to raise their subscription prices because of this big purchase, but therein lies the key to the survival of movie theaters. If and when Netflix decides to raise their subscription prices, that means that a lot of consumers are going to jump ship. And I don't think Hollywood wants people to, pirate their movies. And these big Hollywood movies that are shot in 4K IMAX and can only be shown in Ultra AVX, not everybody has a home theater system in their living room to show these kind of movies. So what will end up happening is that the money that people save off of canceling their Netflix subscription is going to be used to go watch those movies in the movie theaters, because the experience alone is what sustains its very existence. How's that for hyperbole?